Okay, I made this last recording regarding this subject matter, this topic. Let me see. Now this was actually it's an add-on to my last recording, my most previous recording. I wanted to elaborate some more on being a false prophet, the origins of that, glorifying God some more, praising the Lord still. And I want to touch on this touchy subject one last time, Okay. Now, when it comes to spiritual warfare, there's growth, Speaking from a cocoon, you know. Speaking from a cocoon denotes that there's a person imperfect state, unfinished, and a work in progress, denotes. As we know, when the caterpillar becomes a cocoon, that's the time of refinement, natural process of becoming, into what is destined to live out the rest of his life being, and that's the butterfly, Now, in my previous years, there have been times where before the Lord got to me to the degree that He was speaking to me and He's manifesting Himself to me. These days, I thought that I was a butterfly, and in a way, true, because though I was, like we all go through stages of growth, and nobody's I feel like nobody's cycle of refinement should be exploited more than the next person's. Everybody go through steps to get to the next steps, then the next steps, then the next step, then the next steps. That's a part of life. That's a part of life. And okay, society, which is also another word I call Satan. Because it's the darkness of society is also Satan, and the world, and these things are encapsulated. It views, things that's not inaccurate. There's a tendency to label one's unfinished, unrefined state as a negative thing itself. It's like, okay, after a bird is born, let's say a bird is born, and birds come in eggs. The mother, she warms the eggs or whatever, until it's time for the little birdies to hatch. Now, say, this is just an example, So when it's time for the bird to hatch, when they first hatch, they come out the shell. The birds don't have feathers like the mother bird does, or like the papa bird does, or like another bird does. Another bird is grown. Who knows? It won't have the same type of feathers. It won't have the same makeup and build up of a mature bird that's in that field. But that mature species, the mature animal that has that same genetic makeup and build up. The same, being. It don't have the same, essence, aspects of a mature being in that species. So the bird, when it's growing, it's not gonna have feathers. It's not gonna have the same feathers and stuff. Now, what society does, in terms of the darkness of it, misrepresent, is that everything is done covertly, by the devil. Slickly, slithery, serpentine, or whatever, what have you. It's criticizing the little young birds, or the birds that's growing, for not having the same amount of feathers, and for not being able to fly yet. Same thing, same thing. We have to grow, just because, I'm not mature in my calling, or somebody not mature in their calling as another person may be or have been, doesn't necessarily take anything from them, but they still in their cocoon and becoming phase, They're not false just because they're not mature yet. That's a part of life, growing, and becoming. That's something, I have no control over. God may not come when you want to, Well, God is always on time. You know, and when you think He's coming one way, He comes another way. You know, God's timing is perfect. You know, God's timing is perfect, better than my time. You know, better than anybody else's time. You know, God knows, and He believe me, God is the head of my life. You know, just as so many others. You know, praise the Lord. You know, praise the Lord. So I would never eternalize me being a false prophet. You know, on the observations. You know, that of other impositions that's imposed on me, because it's not done so with a substantial amount of knowledge. You know, it's not done so with all the facts. You know, it's only done so by half and slanted truth. You know, and that's the truth. And I notice, you know, and persecution always increase when I say something that's exalting God and clarifying some kind of satanic false chain that been placed against me or my life or anybody that's assigned and attached to me. You know, that's what I noticed, and that's how I know that I'm on the right track, and I shall on the right track and path, and I shall continue to embrace the light, you know, in the fashion that I have previously and so done, you know, and I will continue, you know, whether against all odds and circumstance, you know, but that is the will of the Father. Now, as I see these other persecutions that's happening in the world, you know what I'm saying, I talk to the Lord, and I shall pray, you know, on behalf of all the things that I see, you know, and it grieves my heart to know and see these things. It's nothing to take lightly, you know, and it shall, you know, and God is, trust me, God is not happy at the evil, you know, that we see in the world, and neither is His servants. But God has, it's a process, you know, in the world. These things that we see are things that had come to pass, and they were predicted in prophecy to come to pass, and indeed they have come to pass, and now is their time. We live in this. Like, we can't be shocked. You know, things only catch us by surprise if we're sleeping. You know, guys, you know what I say, you know, He shall come like a thief in the night, you know, and that's meant to be taken literally for his coming back. Many gonna be caught sleeping, you know, because what the preacher's been preaching, the prophet's been speaking, the psalmist's been singing, you know, where everybody been embracing is, you know, the same thing, just like in the days of Noah, when he spoke about, he was telling everybody about the flood, you know, that was coming, and nobody believed because, you know, they just didn't believe it, you know, maybe because of the lack of rain that hadn't fallen for quite some time. But He told them that. God told me they thought He was some lunatic. They could call him a false prophet, you know, maybe he was making this stuff up, you know. But then when it started raining, you know what I'm saying, then what? And then when it started raining, it became a flood, and it was obvious, it appeared that there was going to be a flood, a major flood. And when then you know, he got him and his family, you know, he believed, and you know, he got two of every animal on the ark, you know. And then by the time those who didn't believe realized they were speaking the truth, it was too late. And it's gonna be the same thing when it comes to Christ. It shall be like the days of Noah. You know, many not gonna believe, many won't believe, you know. And that's just the way it is, you know, that's just the way it is. But nonetheless, you know, let those who have an ear hear, you know, let he who hath an ear hear. The second coming of Christ, He coming, you know. He'll catch you like a thief in the night, you know, it's gonna be in the twinkling of an eye. Wow. You know, just go, shoo, you know. All the ones that's of God go disappear, you know. And that's how it's gonna be. And that's when everything will be set in motion. So the objective is now is making more people make that rapture, you know. Trying to lead people to make that rapture, you know, not to be left behind, you know. The goal of embracing this to the magnitude we do and intensity is with the understanding that after this life is another life, and how we and our conduct in this life dictates where we go after the fact, after we pass on, you know. We go from death to life, where we go from death to second death again, you know. The goal of the light is to keep anybody from seeing second death. God is a God of life, not death, you know. God is is the God of life. God wills that nobody die. God to die means to go to hell. You know, people physical death is nothing. You know, it's where you go after you go. You know, God is the God of life. He wants everybody to come in, but everybody don't want heaven. Some people want sex. Some people want drugs. You know, some people want violence, power, money. You know, like some people want different things. You know, but God, you know, He warns us in the Bible about these things. Like He sees nobody. We decide and we sin ourselves because of temporary flesh. You know, I have like a lot of recordings. You know, from old times. You know, and I mean, you know, I mean, given the substance of my speeches and the substance of my writings, you know, and things of this nature is apparent to me that, you know, it was always apparent to me that I would probably have to work double, you know, to promote these things, you know, and get these things out, you know. And not only would I have to promote double, but I would also have to, well, what I was gonna say is I would have to, you know, double my protection because of the evil that's, you know, in opposition. Before I even had evil in opposition, I already predicted that it would be what it is today. You know, so I had a lot of evil in opposition, you know, towards the truth that I speak and the light and values that I embrace. And you know, I genuinely will that nobody see the piece of hell. But you know, in reality though, God go protect His investment, you know. So that's not a worry. My main concern is other people, you know, and by that I mean only when it comes in terms of the Bible, biblical truths, you know, and deliverance, you know, because many people are possessed with demons. There's many demons in the world. There's many evil, you know, it's lies and indoctrination, false, you know, doctrine and things that real true false prophets promote, you know, things with little minor discrepancies enough, you know, or things of that nature. That's why me as a person, you know, I plead to God, you know, I plead to God. I can vouch for myself, you know, because I know me and God knows me. I plead to God every recording, every poem I made, every quote I write, you know, I've ever spoken, you know, that Lord is this, you know what I'm saying, make sure the spirit that I'm speaking from is the Holy Spirit and not no other kind of spirit, you know. And if it does not align to the power of the Most High, then that is something that must be cast out, and it must not be promoted. You know, it must not be carried, you know, out to the world, to the God, you know, to the, you know, from byways, highways, east to west, north to south. You know. But the things that God is embraced, you know, that God validates, verifies, must be embraced by all souls. You know, and I always want people to check me, you know, check my words and stuff. Now, as I've also speculated, not speculated, but as I also clarified, validated in previous recordings, you know, me as like in my progression into manhood, you know, there was like I looked at spiritual warfare. When I first learned about spiritual warfare, God trained me in action, you know, and it caught me like blindsided me, hit me hard, you know, because when I first started learning things, I started learning them like I was learning them from everywhere. It was God that was teaching me what it was I needed to become whoever I'm destined to be. You know what I mean? I started to embrace these things more wholly upon understanding of those things. You know, first he started on basic. Then as I grew in spiritual warfare, I started facing heavier persecutions, and he put me in a position where the only way out of those persecutions and survival was for me to grow. So growth was the only way that I could survive. You know, if I stayed in the same shape I was in, you know, on so many levels, if I stayed in the same position I was in, mentally, spiritually, you know, and sometimes physically, you know, I would not be able to survive if I didn't have the relationship I had with the Lord, and if He didn't speak to me and lead me and guide me the ways that He did, I would have been long destroyed. You see, and that's why I say testimonies are powerful, because these testimonies show others, instruct others into the route they needed to go, and instruct others and hopefully embrace the gospel to the extreme. You know that others that's in the darkness will want to come to light, will desire to embrace the truth, will desire to, you know, church. Simple things, simple in church, going to church more, you know, or where have you reading the Bible, you know, reading and embracing the scripture. And you know what I mean? Yes, purpose of these testimonies, edification. The Bible tells us what the Bible was, what the purpose of it was. You know? The Bible is not hate speech. It's not bad shit and destroy. It's to correct and rebuke, educate, give wisdom, and build faith, because faith comes by hearing of the word. You know. I'm gonna close off this recording right here. What I do want all the hearers, readers, and doers of the words, you know. Don't lose your trust in God. Stay focused on the prize. Keep your eyes glued on the cross. The cross, the Christ, the Lord. Forever and ever. You know. Don't be taken off track by these distractions that's happening in the world. And when God tells you to act on something that you had, it's something that's within your power to do. Act on it. You know. That's not a control thing. That's clarity, you know, that's understanding. You know, God wants a relationship with everybody on the planet. You know, personal relationship. You know, everybody not open to, you know, to what he wants, because it requires a lot of sacrifice. Like it requires death to the world. You have to die to the world, and you have to live for the Lord. You know, that's how you get into heaven. For some, it's too much. You know, I used to think it was certain things that, and see, I remember being in a position, you know, whereas I was so wrapped up in the things of the world, you know, that you know, God was trying to get my attention, but like I didn't, like, even though I knew he was trying to get my attention, I didn't want to choose him. I didn't want to embrace him and choose the Lord. I didn't want to choose the Lord because, you know, I knew what I would lose. I knew I would have to break some ties, you know, forget about some stuff, you know, let some things go, you know, and all of this. I didn't, you know, I knew I had to do it in order to dwell with the Lord. But I stopped by to tell you, you know, the only way to get to heaven, is by following the Lord. Denying yourself, picking up the cross, walking, bear the cross every day, just as he did. That's a small price to pay for eternal, you know what I'm saying, eternal rest, to be able to be at rest for the, you know, forever. Rest, you know, meaning no work, no strife, no nothing, just rejuvenation all the time. You know? And those that deal with ailments and diseases and pains and aches, things like this, they understand, you know. Youth might not understand as much because, you know, they don't haven't faced a lot of struggles and trials as the older he has, you know, don't know a lot about survival, you know, as much as some of the older. And there's some younger ones that do know, you know, that's matured fairly quick, you know. I don't know, we can only be honest about ourselves with ourselves, right? You know, but don't, you know what I'm saying, don't shortchange God either. That's something I learned. Don't shortchange the Lord. You know, he's capable of all things. And that's an understatement, man. There's so much I can say, man, but I can talk forever about the spiritual things. God is worthy, man, worthy to be praised. And it's worthy to resist temptation for his sake, you know. is, you know what I'm saying, that is worthy to resist temptation and forsake sin, you know, in general. Not living according to the ways of the world, patterns of the world. That's a winner. You know, that's the definition of a winner. You know, anybody that embraces the light, that's what the light is to me. You know? The light. Light of God and His Son Jesus. And the Holy Spirit, you know. That's the light. The light. The light. The light in the light. Be forever delight. You delight in the things of the Lord, and He'll bless you. You know? It's awesome. You know? Some don't know. You know, but, you know, I dare you to give Him a try, though. I dare you to give God a try. Trust me, like I say, Lord transformed me, you know, from nothing to something. And if it wasn't vain, if it wasn't for the Lord, then I don't know where I'd be. It sounds cliche, but it's true. I know where I'd be. I know where I'd be. I'd be dead or in jail. God said that is not so. And more than one, and that's those examples of opportunity, the wisdom God gives us, you know, help us, show us a way, made a way out of no way. I remember when I could see a way, you know. Still to this day, I'm still dealing with intense persecution, you know. My spirit shall not fail me, because it's the Lord who is my strength. You know, I welcome and embrace the persecutions with open arms. You know, that's my proof of salvation. Showing no fear for the wicked, you know, that's their proof of condition. You know, always stand firm, even unto death. You know, the crown of life on the other side. We living for the other side, you know, passing through. Those who are persecuted heavily, my prayers and thoughts are forever on. Other places. So many satanic tactics, man, I see. So many. I'm constantly fighting them off. Fighting off satanic tactics. I see clearly. And what's weird is, you know, the things, it has to be satanic tactics. That's against God, because what God's manifested thus far through me and a lot of His other vessels, you know, is more than enough proof that He is in charge, He is in control. What? Fight against? What? Fight against God, you know? And no, fight against God. You know? But you know, we grow past and people change things. Has to. But death comes, you know. Not for the saved. Trouble comes to the evil. But as for the saved, you know, we will be known. We'll be known by one, you know, by one thing in particular: how we love one another. You love your persecutors. You love your enemies. You love everybody that wish bad on you. You make your enemies your footstool. You know. And then when the enemies, enemies that's, you know what I'm saying, like, you got, it's different kinds of enemies. You know. You have those who are receptive to the light and those that's just not receptive to the light 100%. You know. Those who are not receptive to the light, you know, they see the prophecies being fulfilled in your life or the lives of any other believers. And then the first thing they do is run to find some kind of contradicting proof. And whatever you want to find, you will find it, you know. Knocking the door shall be open, even if it is delusions and illusions. You know, you will find whatever you're looking for proof to oppose, you know. Countless years have God made Himself known, manifested Himself, you know, the Son, the Holy Spirit, I'm a rational minded person. You know? I always have been. You know, when it comes to cause I wouldn't really run with something unless I know it's true. I'm telling you, the Trinity. You know, praise the Lord. It makes no sense, man. Violently see. These time prophesied. That's how you know we closer than we think. You never know this month, any time it can be. That rapture come, click, that snap of a finger, man, it's all over with. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever we got it disappeared, be gone forever. And whoever left behind, you know. It's over with, ain't nobody can do nothing for you to stop it. It's gonna be all over, everywhere. You know what happened. God, I look at, you know what I'm saying, like we have labels in life, that's attached to us, and really they fruitless, you know. Labels confine and they restrict in a way, you know. My reverence for the God, my God, what inspires me to embrace my anointing, widely. But I don't really care, like, how I seem to people, how I'm perceived by others. I don't want to be on no pedestal, or anything like that, But another reason I embrace it so hard, because for so many years, I was led to think I was nothing. For so many years, I was treated like I was nothing, So I began to believe and embrace that. But when God came to me and told me I had a purpose, He told me I was somebody. God told me and showed me who and what I was, And that everything that was told me, everywhere I was treated, all of that was wrong. What He was telling me is right. What's in His word is right. He told me, God told me and showed me that I was not who I was treated as. No longer need to look for acceptance. No longer need to put on masks for acceptance. No longer need to do anything, to be accepted. Like I did in my youth. I became a man. Everything became apparent to me. Now, ever since, I've been on the right track, on the right course. And nobody or nothing can't make me go back. Nobody or nothing can't tell me I ain't nothing. Nobody or nothing can't change the way I feel about myself. Nobody or nothing can take me back to such a low and dark place in my life ever again because of God. So yes, I wear what He told me with pride, a godly kind of confidence. I wouldn't say pride, it's a godly confidence in what He told me is true, because God cannot lie, Every day I have a conversation with God. Every day. I don't voice Him. And I was going to start doing it, that's what He needed me to do. But every day I have a conversation with God. I'm wanting myself, if I shall promote and reveal every single thing, like maybe perhaps on one of my platforms. Like I have more material and revelations than I have the means to promote them on, or immortalize them. And so, one of my main hang-ups was waiting until I can immortalize them. God told me not to even sweat over self-preservation. And so that's one thing I started to let go of, self-preservation, because I can't, put my life on hold, because what I'm saying, because I have forces that's fighting against me that ain't playing fair. Forces that ain't never played fair. It got more intense and extreme over the time, not knowing it. It just wasn't enough. It was never enough. stop by to tell you, though, God is able. God brought me out of some low places, you hear me? God brought me through some cold things that you wouldn't even believe. You know? Some things that sound ridiculous. Miraculous. Things I survived, you know. That evil has tried to kill me many times. Satan has tried to kill me many times. Destroy me. I was in a position where I had nobody but God, literally. You know, I could not look to the left, right. You know, I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't look up, down. I was surrounded all sides. You know, every day was hell. You know, every night was hell. Been through it. It ain't on the inside, it was on the outside. You know? You feel me? Yeah. Outside. Numerous places. In one place. You know? I done seen it. I done been through it. I ain't just talking. I don't talk about stuff I heard. I talk about what I know. I use what I know and been through to inspire others, and nobody should have a problem with that but people that's satanic and jealous. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's not aligned to the gospel and don't want to see other people inspired and envy the inspiration that you give. How ridiculous is that? You know, we not, you know what I'm saying? Our purpose is not to exalt ourselves, but to bring the glory for the Lord. Who don't want glory for God, you know? Only somebody who wants glory for themselves. There's tons of spirits with them characteristics. Those evil spirits are what's operating anybody with those characteristics. It was never the person, it's the evil spirit. You know? Weird thing, you know. Every mile that you face, tree that mile know what pride happens. You know? With confidence. You know, godly confidence, not pride. Say pride, and that's what's opposed a lot with. The fact of the matter is, you know, pride, there's no room for pride in here. You know, but you have confidence in God. That's not another word for confidence in God. Able, man, he's able. I know. All too familiar with what he's capable of. Truth and the message more important than the message. You know? Evil way more attention than the message. Trying to destroy the message. That's one thing about like when it's satanic and evil MC, you know, things of this nature is always a big issue and a big deal, you know, about what's being said. And you know, you realize like the more truths I embrace, it's like kind of like being held as a hostage, you know, by powers and the things with a higher position and power. You know, you see a lot of godly people being persecuted, and I just still don't shake me, you know, because it hurts me, you know, that you know anybody with oppressed, you know, with forsake the Lord to that magnitude, you know. Use it for bad, but he mean for good, you know. I ain't gonna talk to you off on my big 30 minutes. I'm gonna let it go and let it go. I pray my words find somebody, you know, and they can be used for the purpose that they sent out for. As a whole, and actually examine and heard, you know, that let he who has an ear hear, you know. Even more concerned, it's so concerned, the evil is so concerned with exalting itself that it assumes that that's the intentions of everybody else. You know, I don't do this to exalt myself. I know I need to keep the platform clear. By the same token, the bigger picture more important than the small picture, unimportant things. So, I move more towards, I move more towards selflessness than selfishness. Learning and identifying my own mistakes as a person, correcting them, going back and fixing them. I've been a victim to, not a victim, but I've been, a vessel. At times I've been a vessel. The devil has been attempting to send demons to infiltrate me. Spells and witchcrafts on me. All types of things. There are times when I have seen come short to the glory of God. Numerous occasions. Constantly I have to repent. So I'm not perfect. Fight double-mindedness. Even that demon of double-mindedness. Reverse it. Of double-mindedness. Behind me in the name of the Lord. Not afraid. To come to terms with who I am, yours as a person. So that what separates the winners from the losers. But the catch is, you embrace, your wrongs, your wrongdoing and your sins, not embrace them, but confess them. You confess your sins. You also have to live righteously and in the light. You call yourself a winner. Most confess sins, they try to stay cool in the eyes of the world. So they not called, so their sins are not really taken, because the world is sin, so it's gonna accept things that sin. But if you sin and then you turn away from your sins forever, so it's not popular. The truth is not popular in the world. In fact, the things that is held bound, unfortunately, it makes a mockery of the things that's of life, and the things that's telling the right thing. And that's what we see. We have seen a whole lot of truth speakers look down upon the Son of 76. That's perfectly fine. What we live for again. Lord, not me. God is good all the time. Be blessed.